What's up, world? Um, Not sure you guys can hear me. I have my earbuds in tonight. I had a really, really shit day. Like, really shit day. Like, the type of shit day that I haven't had in a really long time. And so I decided to go for a walk. And I get back to the house. I'm not in my house yet. You guys probably remember my house has been damaged with the winter storm that happened a few months ago. Ice broke pipes and water went everywhere, and we're still not like back in the house. And I'm just not myself. Just really, really, like, my capacity to deal with shit has been super negatively impacted by all of that. So today was a day with some shit happening in it, and I thought I'm gonna go get out and go for a walk. And here I am outside going for my walk, and I started wondering, like, how do you guys deal with shit days? Like, I think people sometimes think, like, because Elliot is like Mr. Solution focused and all these things, like, solution focused people don't have problems, struggles, frustrations, hard days, and hard points. And that's just not true. Like, I'm a solution focused person, but I want to emphasize person in there. And, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff in my life right now, like a lot of stuff. And my capacity to manage all of the frustrations is like not at its normal place. And today was a day that's had like tons of like little shit, and actually bigger than little, like driving me crazy. And so now I'm outside going for a walk, which is my number one strategy to deal with when I'm in a difficult place, is going for a walk. Actually, there are two strategies that work really well for me. Number one is getting out and going for a walk. I like the fresh air and I like the solitude and I just like to think. Number two, actually, is going on a plane, because I get to sit and think for the duration of the flight. And people on my team know, like, when Elliot's on a plane, he's probably going to call with some sort of like great idea that he's had when he was on the plane. And that's kind of how my brain works. And oftentimes I'll take a flight to a place where I can go on a really cool walk. Like, I could take a flight to, Toronto, Canada, or New York or whatever, because it's different than my normal environment where I could just take a walk around the neighborhood. If I take a flight to New York, I can take a walk through, Central Park or, whatever. So that's what I do. And I'm curious, what do you guys do? And remember, like, just because we do solution-focused work, we still have to give ourselves permission to be human. Like, the pressure to be perfect is profound. And I think we have to have permission to be human. And I'm willing to admit, like, this situation with my house, I don't know how many of you guys have ever been displaced, but it just throws you off. And if you're like me and you're like a rhythm person and a routine person, and you like things like your home base, like your home environment, having that removed is actually really impactful on my life in a super negative way. So today, with all of today was one of those days. It's just like had like cascades of problems happening. It really, really was a shit day. It was really, really hard to get through it. And honestly, I just decided in the late afternoon, I'm just gonna hit a reset. And after my last therapy session, I just went and took a nap, and woke up and I felt refreshed, and I thought I'd get outside, get some fresh air, get moving a bit, get my body moving, and get in my head and kind of reset things, because that's actually what works for me. But what made me want to make this video is, like, I think we need to be reminded sometimes that solution focus doesn't mean, I live in Texas, but I think it's like a rule, everybody must have a big ass truck. But I think as solution focused people, we have to be reminded that we're humans, and it's okay to not be okay occasionally. Solution focus doesn't mean problem-free life. I think it means the ability to, like, keep going, and I think it means the ability to be grateful even in the midst of the problem. I think it means knowing your coping skills and strategies to get through problem days and difficult days. But it definitely does not mean problem-free life. So anyway, that was what I was thinking today. That was what was on my mind. And I am curious, like, what you guys do when you have a shit day. What do you do to reset? So what I did today was I took a nap. I got outside to kind of get in my body. And one of the things I love to do is take walks and take flights. Like, that's how I cope, and that's how I deal. That's how I manage, and that's how I reset, and that's how I get through. but I am curious how you guys do it. So anyway, I hope wherever you guys are, you had a wonderful, glorious day, a much more wonderful and a much more glorious day than I had today. But still smiling, like it wasn't, all the important stuff is still intact. But I wonder what you guys did. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful, lovely day. I hope that you guys all are smiling and, around loved ones and people that matter to you. And thank you guys for being in my corner and supporting me. I work really, really hard to bring you the best solution-focused training material I can. And sometimes it's just a really frustrating process dealing with the technology and dealing with the drama and dealing with the politics in my field, just dealing with all of it. So I hope you guys appreciate the work that I put in to bring you guys the quality training that I try to bring you as consistently as I do. And I just want you to know how much I definitely appreciate you guys being in my corner and supporting me and my team. And I love you guys so much. So see you in the next video. One love.